Ethan Carter was a man who looked older than he was. At 35, faint lines rested permanently between his brows. His dark hair, once thick and carefully styled, now fell carelessly across tired eyes. His shoulders curved forward, as if carrying something invisible and heavy. He walked like someone expecting the ground to crack beneath him. Life had not been kind. He had lost his job when the company downsized. His long-term relationship ended the same month. Bills stacked up like silent accusations on his kitchen counter. Even small things went wrong. His car broke down, his phone shattered. Interviews ended with polite rejection emails. Each night, Ethan lay awake staring at the ceiling of his small apartment, whispering the same question: why does everything bad happen to me? One cold afternoon, after another failed interview, Ethan wandered through a quiet park to clear his mind. The trees were shedding their autumn leaves, letting them fall without resistance. He kicked at them bitterly as he walked. That was when he noticed an old monk sitting peacefully on a wooden bench beneath a maple tree. The monk wore simple gray robes. His head was shaved, his posture straight but relaxed. His face held deep wrinkles not from worry, but from years of gentle smiling. His eyes were calm, observant, almost as if he had been expecting Ethan. "You walk like a man carrying storms," the monk said softly. Ethan stopped. "Storms follow me," he replied bitterly. The monk gestured for him to sit. Reluctantly, Ethan sat beside him, arms crossed. "I've lost everything," he said. "My job, my relationship, my confidence. Every time I try to move forward, life pushes me back." The monk listened without interruption, watching the leaves fall. "Tell me," the monk finally said, "when a sculptor strikes stone with a hammer, is the stone being harmed?" Ethan frowned. "Of course it is. It's being broken." The monk smiled gently. "Or is it being shaped?" Ethan looked at him, confused. The monk picked up a fallen leaf and let it rest in his palm. "When the tree loses its leaves, does it believe it is dying? Or is it preparing for spring?" Ethan stared at the ground. He had never thought of it that way. "Every hardship," the monk continued, "feels like loss in the moment. But loss is often preparation. Fire strengthens steel. Pressure forms diamonds. Storms deepen roots." Ethan's jaw tightened. "It doesn't feel like preparation. It feels like punishment." The monk nodded. "Because you only see the breaking, not the becoming." Silence stretched between them as the wind rustled the branches above. "Your job ended," the monk said, "perhaps to free you from a path too small for your potential. Your relationship ended, perhaps to teach you what kind of love you truly deserve. Your failures, they build resilience. Strength does not come from ease." Ethan felt something shift inside him, not sudden joy, but quiet understanding. "What if," the monk continued, "all the bad things that happened to you were not obstacles, but training?" "Training?" Ethan repeated. "Yes," the monk said. "Preparing your heart for responsibility. Preparing your mind for wisdom. Preparing your spirit for blessings you could not yet handle." The wind grew stronger, and leaves swirled around them. "If life had given you success without struggle," the monk added, "would you have the strength to keep it?" Ethan thought of his impatience, his pride, the shortcuts he once took. Slowly, he shook his head. The monk stood up carefully, leaning on a wooden walking stick. "Do not curse the fire," he said. "It is forging you. Do not resent the storm. It is strengthening you. And when your blessing comes, because it will, you will be ready to hold it without fear." Ethan felt warmth rise in his chest. For the first time in months, he didn't feel attacked by life. He felt prepared. "Who are you?" Ethan asked quietly. "Just a reminder," the monk replied with a peaceful smile. As suddenly as he had appeared, the monk walked away along the winding path until he disappeared beyond the trees. Ethan sat alone on the bench, watching the last leaves fall. For the first time, he did not see death in them. He saw transformation. Weeks passed. Ethan approached life differently. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" he asked, "What is this teaching me?" He learned new skills during unemployment. He exercised discipline he never had before. He reflected on his past relationship and understood his patterns. Rejections no longer crushed him, they refined him. Months later, a new opportunity arrived, one that matched his abilities better than his old job ever had. It paid more. It challenged him. And this time, he stepped into it with quiet confidence. He did not thank luck. He thanked the struggle. Because now he understood. The breaking had shaped him. The losses had strengthened him. The bad days had built the man who could finally carry his blessing. And whenever life grew difficult again, Ethan would remember the falling leaves and the monk who taught him. Nothing is wasted. Everything prepares you. And sometimes, what feels like the end is simply the beginning of who you are becoming.